Hi, Sunita, how are you?
Hi, I'm good, Himanshi. Thank you.
So we have Sunita Biddu with us. Sunita Biddu is a very successful entrepreneur. She is not just a successful entrepreneur, she's a very well-known social media expert, digital marketing coach, and a blogging coach as well. She has established herself very well in the industry. And I know Sunita for past 3 4 years, and I've attended myself blogging workshop and also the social media digital marketing workshop. So I thought that it could be a very good thing for all of us to have Sunita on board and share some nuggets of wisdom with us. Sunita will have all your secrets and knowledge to share with us today. Yeah, so all set to go.
In 20 minutes, huh?
Yeah, let's try to that. Yes. So
Okay.
we're going to immerse right away, speaking with Sunita. All of us, all your ears. Yes. So my first question to you is, what motivated you to be in this digital marketing space?
Okay. I was an introvert. I wouldn't talk to people. Second, I was lazy. I wouldn't do much of the physical work. I wouldn't like to go outside to work. And third, I like money. So I wanted to have something where I can make good money. I don't have to work under someone. And third, I have all the time with myself so that I can do things that I love. And fourth, I'm free. I'm not bound to work. I wanted to work when I wanted, not when I'm asked to do. So it made me look for something that has got everything. And then I found digital. So behind the screen, I could reach out to millions. I had all the time with myself. I made amazing money. I'm still making. So yeah, these are the things. So being lazy made me get into the digital space, and it worked.
Sounds pretty
You
cool.
can you can call me an accidental entrepreneur, a lazy accidental entrepreneur.
You bet so many of them out there must be wanting to be on the accidental entrepreneurs making a lot of money and being lazy at the same time. Yeah.
Oh,
Um,
it does big time because you want to do things easy way, and that made me figure out those good things so that I can save my time and I can still make as much as I want.
yes, I'm still scratching my head trying to figure it out. So, yeah, so we'll ask you some questions. Yeah. So you are, as you said, as you already admitted that this is how you've been working and doing. So I want to know what steps did you take to reach out to this stage, to this stage where you're so respected in the industry. So you have that authority, the thought leadership to reach this stage. So what steps did you take? Why we ask you all these questions. The main objective is that all our listening audiences, they can learn something, get inspired from you, and then they can apply in their own lives.
Okay. People do not follow people. They follow success. They follow the things that are working or that can work. Before I could think of a state or a stage where I'm well respected, where I'm making enough, where I'm happy, where I'm satisfied and accomplished in myself, forget the world. I must be happy in myself and satisfied first. Before I could think of that, I wanted to create a platform where I can do things. When it comes to digital, your on digital and online presence need to be really sound. So I worked on my on presence. whether it comes to website, blog, social media presence. I made sure that it is sound. Second, when I'm there, I wanted to help as many people as possible, initially without expecting much in return, because you really can't. You have to build that trust and credibility to expect something in return. So the steps, if I have to talk about the steps, I built my own strong and solid online presence consistently, and it was not easy. It took me long enough. I was consistent. I didn't give up at all because you have competition. So I was consistent, solid for long enough where there was no competition. So that's how I worked it out.
Right. So the secret is one secret that we found just now is that you have to give value to people first before it starts giving back value to you, right?
That's right.
So if I come to ask you as a marketer for your own self, for your own business, what's your most effective way of marketing and creating awareness about your work? Most effective.
You're talking about my work or you're talking
Yes,
about anyone's work?
your like what you found is most effective.
Uh-huh. I found blogging the most effective. It took me far. Business made me successful, but it was blogging that got me the kind of reputation I have today, and it made me rich. Business is something that can show you all kinds of ups and downs, but blogging gave me freedom to express, to share what I know and to share what people can use. So blogging was the most effective way. And second, picking up just one platform. It was LinkedIn initially, and then my second favorite platform is Facebook. So sticking to just few things instead of playing thin on several platforms, sticking to just few, doing my best and making the most out of those things. That worked the most for me.
Great. Your profession requires you to be very, very creative because you have different brands and your different clients and genres, everything. How you manage to be creative all the time?
I'm not creative all the time. Sometimes we have to present old things in a new packaging. So it's actually not feasible and possible to be creative all the time. Sometimes we just have to be smart in our presentation so that the presentation is okay, but the things are useful to someone. As long as something that you're sharing is useful to your audience, they accept it. And a lot of times they want to see something new. So it's just okay to work on, say, just 30-40% of creative stuff and 50 to 60% of things that are useful to the audience. That works. When it comes to how I manage to be that much creative, I find it little. That much creative, we only can't be. We have to seek help. So I talk to people, I travel, I keep myself empty, I release my thoughts with blogging, with sharing people, with writing. So I can be creative, I can fill in more stuff when I'm emptying myself more frequently. So I try to empty myself as much as I can every day. And I try to stay stress free, because when you are filled up with stress, you can't be filled up with creativity. So you have to keep yourself empty most of the time. and I talk to people. I get a lot of creativity from them. You can call, I actually try
Right.
to get ideas. I'm a good observer. So whenever I see something new, I just take a note on my Evernote. That's how it works.
Interesting. What are your favorite business tools or resources? Your favorite business tool?
I like Google Analytics, one. I like Evernote, that is my content bank.
Mhm. Yeah.
Third, I like this latest app I have seen. It is Momentum. It keeps me focused. The moment I want to open a new tab,
Mhm.
it shows, Sunita, your focus of the day is this. And then it makes me think. And then I don't open the tab at all, whether it is Facebook or something. It doesn't have to be social networks always that can keep you distracted. It can be just anything. Sometimes you just want to open the email. You're writing and you want to open the email. So the moment
Exactly.
I open a new tab,
Mhm.
Momentum comes up. It says, Sunita, your focus of the day is this.
I
So
think
yeah,
you shared that with all of us on Facebook. I think
I
last week,
did. Yes,
and I saw. I thought it would come back to, because that's a problem that we face. We doing something important, suddenly there's a thought and we start checking something. Yeah, that's
exactly.
a distraction. Cool. Now, since we are coming towards the end, I would like to know more about that little secret of yours that you keep telling me, that how to work less and make more money. Um, and this is a real challenge for startups. uh, Entrepreneurs, one man army. That because we have less funds and we want to get more, difficult to hire people. So it is most of the time goes in unproductive things and productive jobs. So tell me about it. How can we be more productive, like as a startup?
We need to accept, Manshi, that we can't do everything on our own. So the best way to be productive is to know and to figure out and to identify your strengths and then play on your strengths. When you play on your strengths, you finish any task which you know very well in the shortest possible time. When you're able to finish that task in the shortest possible time, you feel motivated. When you feel high, you feel great about yourself. And then you want to do more. It's a lot of psychological as well, because you don't want to work on anything when you're work on more things, or even to work on that same thing again, it dies. So one, we need to play only on our strengths. Second, how we can work less and we can still make more is identify the goals, very specific goals. It can be short, but it needs to be a specific goal. Something that we know that we can achieve. So specifying the goal and keeping them minimum. Whenever we decide our goal, we already know what is realistic and what is unrealistic, accepting that fact. Third, it comes to it comes down to everyday doing. So deciding only 2 to 3 things only for the day. It's such a natural thing to a lot of us that we create a long list of to do things. It is not, and we know that it is not possible. We still make that long to do things. Just cut the crap. Figure out your top 3 most important things and stick to that. You feel amazing when you can complete those 3 things, and it is And you're striking off by the end of the day. We've done it, and we are not going to see this again next day. And you will be surprised that in a week you have actually finished a lot of things that were pending for a month. So keeping it very small, the to-do list needs to have not more than 3 things. And last but the most important is delegate what you can't do. Anything that you feel that you're not feeling like doing it, when you're not feeling like doing it, you can't do it. It is as simple as that. Listen to your instinct, listen to your gut instinct, and have someone who is feeling like doing it and is crazy doing that stuff. Hire that first person, delegate it. I can make more in less times because I have delegated almost 98% of my stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I have kept myself to just 2% that nobody in the world can do. It is only me who can do that stuff. My whole focus is on that 2%, and I feel that I'm a genius in doing that. And I do it.
Sure. So, if we talk about, we've been talking about entrepreneurship and being a startup and now being an entrepreneur and how being successful. So, you just introduced one workshop, which is master's class for entrepreneurs. Can you tell more about it? And how is it different from the other workshops that you have done in the past?
One, it is on demand. A lot of people used to ask me that how do we do things in lesser possible time, and how we can expand our online presence, how can we make it so good and without doing it ourselves. So you can expand your online presence, and you can make it solid enough only when you have hired the right people to do it, and you know how to get maximum work done from them. And you can get that done only when you at least know the basics of that thing. Otherwise anyone can fool. There are marketers every nook and corner. There are thousands of them. So it is difficult to figure out who is right and who is wrong. So this master class is actually only for entrepreneurs, so that they just know enough to spot the right person, ask them the right questions, and hire them. Once they're hired, you just spend 30 minutes a month to supervise them, guide them. Yes, you can guide them as well, and get the most out of your brand.
You said 30 minutes a month or 30 minutes a day?
30 minutes a month.
30 minutes a month. This is
You just
unbelievable.
need that much time to supervise. You need to see all the analytics and data and reports they are sending. You can easily figure it out whether the reports are just fluff or it has some substance.
Mhm.
And I will tell in this masterclass what are the things that you are supposed to see.
Mhm.
Sometimes you get long reports full of fillers, and that's all useless. That are the things that are making those reports huge and big, but those are fillers. What is that substance that you need to look at and you need to question your team.
Mhm.
So your team, sometimes a lot of teams, they take advantage because the owner doesn't know things.
Yes.
So this masterclass will educate entrepreneurs for the just right information. And I have been a lazy one. I have actually figured out my
Mhm.
super simple ways. So I'll be sharing those super simple ways how to save your time and just um, analyze everything that you have received.
Mm. Sounds good. And when is it?
It is
When
on
is
September
it?
29. Yeah,
September
September
29
29 in Gurgaon.
in Gurgaon. Cool. So we look forward to that, Sunita. Just last question, and then we'll have a small rapid fire round with you. Last question is, what's the best digital marketing advice to all entrepreneurs listening to you right now? Your best advice.
Spend good time on your online goals. if you know the goals, you would know what to be done and who to hire. There is one more little advice that when it comes to online, your website plays a key role, because this is a no obligation platform where people can learn about you, and either they will have a great impression about you or they will leave you forever. So whether it is your blog or your website, it is key. You need to make it amazing with no choice. There is no option. There is no second option. It has to be amazing if you want to be successful in this digital world.
Interesting. It was a very, very informative session, Srita. We just go a quick rapid fire round with you, and it's one-liners. We need to know from you. If you had to answer this, I love
You.
Thank you. My strength comes from
Love and money.
business is all about. When I face a challenge at first,
Business is all about when I face a challenge.
sorry, I mixed two questions. This business is all about.
Growth and money.
When I face a challenge, I first.
Go back to the basics and reflect.
When somebody discourages me, I
Ignore it.
let go fear of failures by
Traveling, shopping.
to unwind. I
To
unwind, unwind myself. To unwind myself, right?
no, I'm not getting this question.
Okay. Okay, we can just ignore this. My favorite quote is your favorite quote.
How you do anything is how you do everything. It is the habit that makes you.
Cool. That's so good, Sunita. It was a wonderful session with you, and I hope our viewers will learn a lot from this. Excuse me. And we do look forward to the 29th September event workshop, and we wish that it be very, very successful. Thank you so much.
Thank